Lights, camera, action.
Good afternoon and welcome to Bay Area Youth on Air, aka
Bayo! We are your hosts. I'm Sam Wallace.
And I am Ashley Sachs, filling in for Damien and Amanda.
Please be sure to follow us on Facebook, Bay Area Youth on Air, and Instagram, Bayo Let's Talk Talent.
We are excited that our new website is up and running. It's been up and running for a couple weeks. Sorry it's such a long handle, but if you go to bayoletstalktalent.wix.com/Bayo, you can find out more about us, see our video archive, and submit videos to be featured on our show.
We have some great videos to show you today, so
let's talk talent. So the first video that we'd like to show you all today
is #Activism. It's a very motivating video, and we give it 5 stars. It describes and shows how people use their social media to get their political opinions across to other people. We feel as we should all come together as one and work together instead of fighting and hitting each other. Let's check out this video, created by Bella Vallero and Miguel Rivera. Let's check it out.
This is life in the 60s. This is music in the 60s.
Oh yeah, tell you something.
This is what it looked like. These were the cars. These were the people. This is life now. This is the music. This is how we talk. These are what we use to talk. These are what we use to text, entertain, create, share. This is social activism in 1965. And this is social activism now. With social media constantly changing and evolving, how will it continue to play a role in social activism?
My piece on the Huffington Post got, I think, posted because of my connections made on social media. If you look at the numbers, there's a lot more people on social media, and younger people are more on social media than the older generations. It's not going to take over our activism, but it's definitely going to be a tool that is very important. You need social media for any type of activism here on out. It's become such a big part of activism that I don't see activism being successful without having social media.
I'm a member of the Black Friday 14, which is a group of 14 individuals who helped to shut down West Oakland BART on Black Friday of 2014 in response to the non-indictment of many African American men and women who were killed. What the Black Lives Matter movement does is to kind of shine light on the essence of direct action and to let people know that, you know, like the marches that we partake in, or, you know, the police shutdowns or the shutdown of Home Depot actually is a political strategy, and that direct action is a great form to actually fight against the powers that be in the forms of oppression. When the Mike Brown shooting happened, those videos were able to circulate really quickly, which created a different momentum and sparked some type of excitement within the community that I don't think would have happened so quickly or so fast if it wasn't for technology. Technology offers an opportunity to fight against the system as well too. We can access those different individuals who have power through places like Twitter or Facebook or Instagram directly. What we did with the Black Friday 14, after we were charged for engaging in that action, we created an online petition so that, you know, different individuals throughout the, not only just San Francisco and Oakland community, but throughout the world could stand in solidarity with us. We were able to create a campaign where we targeted the BART board members, and it was directly affecting them on their Twitter pages. the spirit amongst the youth and people within my community is different, and it's kind of like we aren't taking the oppression that we've been facing for years anymore.
So Ashley, what do you think?
Wow, that was a really impressive video. The topic that they covered was really, really powerful. What about you?
The images were from the 1960s, were not that much different from what's going on today in my old city of Baltimore and in the city of Ferguson, in New York with Eric Garner. And I just really think that the police should leave the African American people alone. Because just because they have dark skin doesn't mean they get to have the right to harass them. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you get to have the right to harass people.
I'm glad that this project is really bringing a lot of awareness to, to our communities and to the people that get to see this video, and we hope that we can bring some more awareness to this very important topic.
Now we would like to introduce the Stats of Life created by Hugo Castillo and James Parker Pennington at BAYCAT. This documentary explains his concerns about his own future and being able to make a living in the film industry. We selected this because it can help people decide what they want to do with their life and has great editing. Let's check it out.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be a math teacher.
When I grow up, I want to be a counselor because I want to help kids with their issues.
I have no idea what I want to do yet when I grow up. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Every day we live our life, we destroy the person we could have been today and create the person we will be tomorrow. As time goes by, we head toward the inevitable, the future. My name is Hugo Castillo, and I want to be a filmmaker. People ask me about my dreams and ambitions, but I'm honestly not sure how much of a chance I have of making it. Only 67% of Latinos graduate high school in California, and only 12% of all Hollywood directors are people of color. This scares me a bit. I worry about what's out of my control and how I can overcome the fact that my life may just become a statistic on a sheet of paper. There are many barriers in the way of success, but I'm on my path to overcome these obstacles. I decided to talk to some people who've been in my shoes before.
Well, now my affiliation with BAYCAT, I am an intern. In the past, I was part of the Zoom In series. I was on the first one.
You're watching Zoom In.
You're watching Zoom In.
Zoom In.
Zoom In.
It was a couple things I wanted to be when I grew up. One was a football player, of course. But I also played a lot of instruments, so I wanted to be a music producer.
Now, what we're about to show you is going to zoom in to our thoughts, feelings, and opinions about violence.
I was in and out of the juvenile correctional system, even when I was in BAYCAT. And all that stemmed from, acting up in school. I was on the full ride to a college in North Carolina for football. I ended up dropping out because, honestly, I couldn't figure out my purpose in college. I didn't know what I wanted to do. There was nothing in my school that catered towards me. So, I ended up getting frustrated with that, and I made, the conscious decision to drop out.
You rolling? Hey guys.
Hey.
What's going on? So, what was your name?
Hugo.
Matt. Nice to meet you, man.
Currently, out of all the directors working in Hollywood, only 12% are directors of color. How does that make you feel when you hear this statistic?
It makes me feel a little sad because I know it has to do with opportunities given to minorities. Me as a Filipino, I was brought up thinking that you major in something with math or science and that'll make you successful. For me, it's just sad because if I was given the opportunity to maybe take art seriously, I probably would have in college. I got interested in film when I was still working as an engineer. My coworker at the time had introduced me to DSLRs. I got laid off in 2010 and decided to do this full time. There's a lot of people that can do a lot of things, but when you could do one thing really well, brands, companies, clients see that. I got discovered through time lapse. A few challenges that I faced trying to break into this industry is equipment alone. So what I did was went from being an engineer making about 80 grand a year to working at Borrow Lenses, putting lenses in boxes for $10 an hour. I would take gear out on the weekends and see what I could shoot. I learned that it's not the equipment that you use, it's how you use it. I failed a lot. I didn't get here immediately. It's taken me 3 years. I knew that if I challenged myself hard enough that, you know, I'm gonna get somewhere. So it'll remember that.
I feel like I'm still on my journey, but the one thing I can tell you guys is that the biggest obstacle is gonna be like your friends and the people around you. People just like not understanding what you're doing and like why you doing it. And I come out to San Francisco every day, and they always ask me why I waste all the gas to come out here, why I don't just hang out and chill. But honestly, I don't see that they doing anything positive for me.
Sometimes the future feels out of our control, but we do have a choice. The choice of what you will wake up to and do today gives you the power to change your life, for the better or for the worse. What we do in the present determines our future. And I, for one, am gonna have a successful future.
I know some of us are 21 and sometimes like to drink alcohol, but it's important that we should think before we drink. And that's the name of the video that we're going to show you. It's called Think Before You Drink, and it was created by Ze'Vonte Hamilton, BAYCAT, and the DJ Project. Let's check it out.
It's kinda crazy how the drink get you on. A one night can make you so gone. You can always have fun without alcohol. You and your friends, they can still have a ball. Don't get in between the what's right or wrong. Just listen to the words of the song. Don't let the bottle take its toll. Just be ever clear like H2O. You heard the PSA, find a better way. They're behind the wheel on an IPA. It's not a game, don't play with your life. It's just a party, wanna make it through the night, right? I saw you and your crew getting tipsy on the freeway. Flashing lights, cops on the PA. The choice is yours, so what you gonna do? Don't get wrapped up with the boys and crew.
When you drink, you might want some more. When you drink, what are you drinking for? When you drink, you might want some more. But when you drink, what are you drinking for? Bottles smashing, blacked out, crashing, not knowing what's gonna happen. Tomorrow rumors lashing, character the fashion, not what you're asking for. Regretting the night before, holding your stomach on the bathroom floor. When you drink, you might want some more. But when you drink, what are you drinking for? When you drink, you might want some more. But when you drink, what are you drinking for?
It's all on the radio.
dope all on the screens. They sell the kids booze like they selling them dreams. Do with big wishes, trying to live like your idols, but it ain't no genie at the bottom of the bottle. Be a leader, don't follow, be your own role model. The cup get filled, but the feel's so hollow. Know why you wanna go and do that? Memories fade when your mind go black. In fact, your brain is a beautiful thing, just the way that it was made. No two are the same. Don't do what they say, just do what you think. Cause every time you take a drink, drain fuel for the flame. So what you gonna do when the liquor served up? You can either drown or keep riding, serves up. All you really need is the sound turned up. Even if you turn it down, we can still turn up. What up, what up?
When you drink, you might want some more. But when you drink, what are you drinking for? When you drink, you might want some more. But when you drink, what are you drinking for?
So we are really excited to have an editor and director of Think Before You Drink here with us live in the studio today. Let's give a warm welcome to Ze'Vonte Hamilton.
Thank you. This is my first interview. I feel so weird about it.
Oh, you are fantastic.
Okay.
Sam and I and our Bayo crew have come up with a bunch of questions that we'd love to ask you. So Sam, you want to start us off?
What made you want to make such a powerful video to young people about underage drinking? And has there been an event in your life that made you want to advocate to young people about it, underage drinking?
I mean, mainly it was just the writers themselves and the people. They came to us with the music, and we're like, because BAYCAT, we always want to build the community up, and if that brings along other people, it's great. It's both ways. We both get little publicity here, there, everywhere. So when they came to us with the video, well, the song concepts, and we're like, this is really good because it's like something that people need to hear about. Because just because you're in your teenage years doesn't mean that you need to do drugs or drink to be cool about it. It's not cool. It's not fun. And we thought it was like such a good concept. And we went out through our roles and we're like, okay, who wants to be director? And I was like, I do. And then I was like, okay, no problem. So they came into me and they was like, okay, to be director, we're also going to have you edit the video. So I had to come with the concept. I had to talk to the talent themselves. And my idea about it was to try to mimic a party so much that people get the vision like, okay, this is not fun. Like, this is how we look when we do this. This is how we're going to throw up, like, right there when we drink. It's gross. Like, we want to push people away from doing all that and thinking that it's cool just to do that. So, yeah, that was my train of thought when thinking about the concept of the video.
And that sounds like it must have been a lot of work.
It was. It took like 2 weeks just to come up with the concept for me to present it. I was like, oh my gosh.
So can you tell us a little more about the process that you went through? So it sounds like some people made the song and then you were like the behind the scenes and directing and editing. So
right.
what is the whole DJ project thing?
Oh, the DJ project is like, it's like a BAYCAT, but just around music. BAYCAT has multiple things like video and music production and graphic arts, and the DJ project is surrounding music, and it's very powerful to listen to because it's what they do best, and they're really good at it. And I really hope to be able to work with them more because they're really good at what they do.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, you can tell the sound quality,
the video itself, the dancing, the music. It was just great.
Yeah, so it all really came together.
Yeah.
Who made the beat and who sang in the video?
I actually don't know who made the beat. I think it was, I have a feeling it was Tony, but I'm not sure. But Tony was a rapper in the video. He was in the first verse. Shy, she was the chorus. Pamela, she was the second verse. And there's one more person that I cannot remember for the life of me. What is his name?
It's probably in the credits, so we'll definitely make sure we can
Yeah.
check out that person's name because it sounds like a big collaboration. It wasn't just one person that did all of that.
Right.
Yeah. So how did you feel when you were making it through that process?
I felt hot. We were in a hot room. There was lights everywhere, and it was just like, right, because it was our normal like room where they usually have meetings. So it was just like a bunch of hot lights, and I had to be in front of them because I had to make sure there were like no shadows or anything around. There was like 50 people like going in and out, and we only had one fan in there.
It must have been so like being on a crowded bus.
Right.
When it's really hot.
Yeah, and it was already hot because it was during the summer. So I was like, oh my God, I want to leave. Like my mind wasn't right. I was like, it's too hot in here. I can't deal with this. And but besides that, it was stressful for anything because I had to make sure, as a director, I had to make sure, okay, is the cameras where I want the cameras to be? Is everybody in shot? Do we have to redo that? It was like, because at BAYCAT, they want you to have the full experience. They don't want someone over your shoulder like, I think you should do this, or I think you should do that. It's all about what you want to do.
Yeah.
So you can get everything working in your mind about what you want to be. So when they put me, when I offered to be director, I was in charge of everything. I was in charge of the teachers there too. So if I was like, oh, can you help set up the lights? Then we had the light crew, which had to have gloves because the lights were really high and you'll burn yourself easily. And I had to help the talent make sure, they were doing what I wanted them to do and if they were okay with doing that. So yeah, that was another thing. But besides that, it was really, really great experience.
That's awesome. Sounds like a lot of work and a lot of pressure, but you guys really pulled it off.
Yeah.
How do you feel now that it is complete?
I feel amazing. It's like, it's weird the first time you rewatch it. Yeah. Editing is a lot of work and it's fun at first, and then when it comes to like the nitpicking, like, oh, I don't really like that, I have to take that out, oh, this cut was not smooth as I wanted, oh, this didn't match up. It was a lot of work, so when I was doing it, I just wanted it to be over with. But when I saw it finally on the big screen, it felt amazing to know that, like, I did that was all me. And that's one of the biggest perks of being both a director and an editor, because that's your piece, you created that, and that piece is your baby.
Yes, it is.
It felt great to watch it on YouTube. Felt good to watch it on the Zoom in premiere. It felt amazing just to know that that's on YouTube. People can watch it anywhere.
Well, we really all can relate to what it is that you're saying, because here at Bay Area Youth on Air, we do all of the same things that you did for that project, and we really admire the work that you've done.
Ashley really loves doing film with us.
I do really love doing film.
With our program that we come from.
I do. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And today I'm a special guest host, but usually this is all hosted by our students. We just have a couple that are not here today. But I just want to give you another round of applause and congratulate you for what a wonderful project.
This is so weird.
It's great having you on our show. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. And I wish you success with your future in filming.
Thank you for having me, and hopefully this does amazing, because this is amazing work right here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So the next video we'd like to introduce is called You Have a Voice, and it was made by kids at Grattan Elementary School. We are really proud of them. They're the youngest youth to submit to our program, and we're really excited to show you this video. So let's
check it out.
I'd say something that would just make people feel better about themselves, because there's a lot of people I know who don't think of themselves as somebody, but they are, and a lot of people treat them like they're not somebody, and I just don't like that, and that's what I would say.
This project is about, if you had one minute to say something to the world, what would it be?
Each and every one of us on this planet should have equal rights, and there should be no slavery of whatsoever.
Anyone who's fighting someone out there or going into a war, and you think your side is right, and you think your side is just going to win, like you have the whole right to win. Think about what you're doing. You're killing all these people just for one thing that may be important to you but not be important to them. Because we need lives in this world. We need people to change the world and not just hurt it.
I would talk about bullying, just because
It's a worldwide problem, and it just no one is really taking in the message to stop it. It's a serious problem, and it's hurting people's lives, and we need to stop it.
I say that all people are the same in the inside because all people have feelings, and all people should be treated equally.
I would say that women are as strong as men.
That it's okay to be different, like what color your skin is, your religion, and if anybody insults you for your difference, just remember, is that true?
You shouldn't let other people tell you what you should think because you can have your own opinions.
I would say I want everybody to try their best to make the world a better place, and I don't want any more violence, no more pollution, slavery, and I want everybody to include everybody.
Well, I'd say this. United we stand, divided we fall. Out in the world, there are wars going on, and millions of people are dying. Over what? A piece of land? What? So what the meaning united we stand, divided we fall is saying, it foretells the future, saying that if we don't unite, the human race will not evolve into what we've always dreamed of.
Well, I would talk about pollution because I think it's really, really bad because nobody's like stopping pollution, and when we grow up, our world will probably be really, really bad if nobody tries to stop it. Like, I think we should stop that and do something better, and we can all work together to do that.
I wish I could help you out in the world with all the things, and when I'm older, I will try to be a leader to help you.
Because if you had something inside and you didn't want people to know about it, it would be like rude or something.
I would probably say that we're polluting too much, and by the time we have passed down the generation, I think we're going to be in a trash heap. Yeah.
I would say people who are trying to hide themselves or not being who they are, just be free and try not to do what other people do, try not to follow them. Just be you, express yourself, because then you get the chance to be you, and then you're gonna have a better future for yourself, and you're gonna be something that's someone who's gonna like important in your life. Like you're gonna be like maybe famous or like doing something that's very good for Earth or anywhere. And yeah, we're asking people a question, and what we want to do is we want to get people's opinion. We want them to stand up for themselves and have a voice and speak up, because we know everyone is out there. Even if you feel like you're not somebody, we want you to speak up. You have a voice.
And now it's time for the catchphrase of the week.
I found this video on YouTube called "This Is Water."
You get to consciously decide what has meaning and what doesn't. That is real freedom. That is being educated and understanding how to think.
Just to remind you, you can consciously decide what has meaning and what does not. This is real freedom. This is being educated and understanding how to think. I hope you guys enjoyed it and also liked the video.
Now it's time for Siri question. Did you stay out too late last night?
I've never really thought about it.
Well, that's good.
Hey Siri, how old are you?
I don't see why that should matter.
Oh Siri.
Oh Siri, why do you have to be so passive aggressive all the time? Hey there, Bay Area youth. Don't forget to submit your videos and talents to us so we can feature you on our show. BayoLet'sTalkTalent@gmail.com.
Please remember to include the title of the piece or performance and the date, the name of the artist, the school, organization, and city, and a short description, along with the length of the piece and a link to the media work.
Thanks for tuning in and following us on Facebook and Instagram. See you
next week on Channel 76
at Fridays and Sundays at 3:30 p.m.
And remember,
let's talk talent! Woo!